What do you mean Joey was watching my daughter? She let him watch her? Yes, and I hate to tell you these things, but she told me that he was holding her, and yeah, she let him watch her. I don't know if you know this, but I specifically asked her to not let him near her. I didn't want him feeding her, holding her, none of it. I did not know that, but I could have assumed that would be one of your requests. So yeah, she came to see me, and she told me that he was home watching Charlotte and Junior. Alright, well, that's my friend. I know you're her friend too. But that's my friend. What do you think about that? That I asked her nicely to not let the man that did everything terrible under the sun around my daughter. Well, as you pointed out, I am both your friends. And I would much rather not choose sides. I just wanted to make sure you were aware that your quote-unquote arch nemesis was taking care of your daughter. I would also appreciate it. I know it's difficult for you, but please don't tell Miranda that I told you this. Come on, Victor, take some sides here. You have to admit it's wrong. I didn't ask her to do anything too crazy. I had one request, and she blatantly disregards it. It's not nice, because I know how you feel about him. I know who he is as a person. I would not be trustworthy letting him watch my child if I had one. So I get it. I get why you would be so upset about this. You're justified. You know she's a hypocrite, right? Because I'm sure back in the day when Joey was dating, what was her name, Melissa? I'm sure she requested that she not be around Junior. And what happened? And now she's doing the exact same thing with me. It's just funny how things come full circle. And I don't want to be mad at her. I don't want to have these issues with her at all. But come on. I guess no matter who the couple, there will always be those differences when you're sharing custody. Especially when there's no agreement in place.
Great job, but we're not done yet. Every car needs a weather vane. 2? They're the...
So I thought that working remotely, doing the internship and doing grad school at the same time was going to be too much, but today went fine and I think I can handle it for the rest of the semester. Coming to California was the right decision.
Well, I'm glad you've gotten yourself acclimated to California life. It's not too much for you. It's inspiring that you're able to do all that and not break a sweat.
I was also, I don't know why, but I was also kind of intimidated to go to the internship. I thought that I was going to be treated like one of those interns that's always get coffee, but everyone was pretty friendly and I feel like, it's a new home for me in a way.
Well, even if the people were douchebags, I know you can find a way to get along with them because that's just your personality type. As far as my day went, I met with a few landlords about leasing out a spot for a potential shop here. Well.
That's good to hear, but is something wrong? Because you don't seem like yourself. I know we haven't been dating long, but still, something seems off.
I don't want to burden you with my issues, and Bongo, you have enough on your plate to have to sit here and play Dr. Phil with me.
Why do you assume that venting your problems to me is going to be too much for me to handle and it's going to scare me off? That's something that your ex used to do.
I don't assume that. I know you can handle anything. Your internship, grad school, and work prove that. I just don't want us to have the relationship where I'm constantly complaining about something and coming off negative about, my baby's mother. That's not what we should be about.
Well, I would much prefer it if you were open with me rather than bottling things up, because bottling things up psychologically doesn't work for anyone. Even if you are a strong-minded person, you still have to unleash to someone. Everyone needs people, no matter how closed off we may feel.
Alright, fine. I found out that Miranda's been letting her ex-husband, you know him, watch my daughter. And I told her I didn't want him going near her. So now I'm plagued with what to do about that.
To the best of your knowledge, after he watched her, did anything happen to Charlotte? Did she get hurt? Did she have to go to the doctor in a hospital or anything like that? Was there endangerment involved?
No. I haven't heard anything, unless she's keeping something from me, but no.
So then my opinion personally would be to just bite your teeth and see how it goes and hope for the best, because you have to choose your battles in this circumstance. You don't have a custody agreement in place, so you do have to find compromises. But you also, again, want to pick your battles, and you don't want to always flip out at the first thing that goes wrong.
Bite my teeth? I think it's bite your tongue. Not to correct the grad school student. I'm just afraid. I'm just scared. Something's gonna happen to my daughter, and then I'm here, and I'm the type of person that wants to prevent everything. Kind of wants to be the hero. And I'm afraid, you know. I have a lot of fear.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt once said, "There's nothing to fear but fear itself," and his wife, Eleanor Roosevelt, said to do something that scares you every single day. So, by those two standards, you're doing something correct. Fear is okay.
Thank you for that. Well, what do you think I should do? Because on one hand, I get it. Pick your battles. But on the other hand, this feels like a battle I should fight. It's my daughter, and I don't want her near him.
It's not up to me to decide, it's your daughter to decide, but I am giving you my opinion. I would say bite your tongue. Plus, also you have to add into the consideration that Victor was the one that probably told you this information. And if you happen to tell Miranda, then that's a betrayal of Victor and you make him look bad.
Alright, you're right. Maybe this isn't the battle that I need to go to war for.
I also had the other opinion that you've been trained to assume doom and gloom and always think the worst because of maybe Miranda's life, and that has affected you in a negative way. Because from what you tell me before you started to date her, you were a very positive person, but as you exited that relationship, you turned a little bit negative in terms of your outlook. But I'm a positive person, and I like to see the glasses half full. So don't just assume that something's going to go wrong with Charlotte and Joey.
Yeah. Before I started dating Miranda, I was a generally positive person. Made a lot of jokes and had a sense of humor. Towards the end of our relationship, maybe it was my fault, I don't know. I'm not trying to blame her or make her look bad. I don't want to be that type of ex. But at the end of that relationship, man, I was so negative. I don't know if she trained me to do that or I became that way. I don't know, but I thank you for understanding and listening to me in a phase of our relationship where we should just be having fun.
Because when I say that I'm here for you and I'm a shoulder to lean on, I actually mean it, and I want you to open up to me, and nothing that you tell me is going to scare me away. And I hope it's the same vice versa.
I wish I could share your positive outlook on things and have that ability to see the glasses half full rather than always a drip left.
I'm a human like everyone else. I have my negatives, but I choose to focus on the positives, and hopefully over time while we're together you do the same by learning through me. See, I told you, Ma. Just do the right thing, work on my mental health, and I hold Charlotte and I see a little baby. I don't have no resentment. I don't see her father no more. I see Miranda, and I'm proud of myself. Yeah, I'm really surprised by that. Not to be negative, but I never really thought Miranda would let you around her. So she's okay with it. She's not like micromanaging you in any way. Yeah, she's let me take care of her. I fed her, I changed her diaper, I gave her a little bath in the sink with Miranda's supervision. Yeah, it feels, I mean, I could have a baby again. You know, it wasn't like stressful. I know that this is just the first week holding her, but still. And Brian, he's not aware about any of this, right? Doesn't he not want you near her? Nah, he don't know. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I can't be in a house with Miranda and not take care of a child when she's crying or needs help. Miranda's one person. Yeah, she can take care of 2 kids by herself, but she shouldn't have to. I want to step up my game. I got a lot of time to make up for. And I was a scumbag for a long time. I have a lot to make up for, and I plan on doing it as fast as I can. Okay, well, hope for the best there. I did want to point something out without being the quote-unquote toxic mother-in-law. Yeah, point out whatever you want to point out. What's up? I'm happy that you're getting along with her daughter and that she allows you to hold her, and that's great. You guys are really progressing in your relationship. But ever since Charlotte had been returned
to Miranda, ever since you found her, I feel like Miranda has neglected my grandson to an extent. It's almost like now he doesn't exist. Neglecting Junior? How has she been neglecting Junior? It's hard to juggle two children. The few times she has been over since everything happened and she brings Junior, she plops Junior down in front of the TV, something she has always been against. And she doesn't ever let Charlotte out of her sight. You know, and sometimes Junior goes up and wants to play with her, and she's just in her own world with that baby. I disagree. She gave him a bath the other night. I see her reading to him. I don't know where you're getting that. You mentioned that she gave him a bath, but when was the last time she actually did? Because unless that kid's rolling around in mud, it doesn't really seem like he's bathed in a bit. She gave him a bath like Friday, I think. And Joey, I don't even think I should say this out loud, and I hope you're wrong, but that was 3 days ago. Nah, that wasn't 3... Damn, it was 3 days ago. Yeah, and that's a problem. He should be bathed every single day. Did you see his hand? What was wrong with his hand? Alright, Mom, maybe you have a point, but you have to realize that Charlotte was kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? So she's obviously going to be a little bit more clingy to Charlotte right now, a little bit more possessive. I get that. 100%. I know it's hard. I know she must be going through something. And that she's still seeing a therapist, but doesn't give her an excuse to not pay attention to my grandson. Plus, you still have family court sniffing around. If they suspect that she's neglecting him, that's not good. I don't want to lose my grandson because she's slipping. And I never thought I would have to say that about her because she's usually a good mother. She's usually a good mother. Yeah, you're right. They've been doing those visits again too. If he looks dirty or something, I don't know how to I don't know how to tell her that she's neglecting him without setting her off. Well, you know what? How about we not blame her? You know, maybe I need to pull back a little bit and recognize that you're there. Why don't you step up and start taking care of him a little bit more instead of doubling down on Charlotte? It's not necessary right now. I know, but you know, I'm not there all the time. I haven't moved in yet, and I do a lot of overtime. So it's like I can't pick up the slack where she's maybe slacking. But like I said, it's now the time that you need to start bonding with the baby that's not yours. Do we need to do that when Junior's being neglected and dirty? Yeah, I gotta get in her good graces when it comes to Charlotte. You know, I'm trying. Well, you have to do something. 'Cause it's not fair to Junior. Just because that baby went missing and now his mother has to forget about him and you're giving Charlotte it's not your baby. Alright, Ma, I'll figure it out. Let me ask you something though. The situation with Gabby and hanging out with Chelsea, my ex, Miranda was telling me about that. They hang out a lot, right? Yeah. I don't like it that much because she's not here as often, but her new friend seems to make her happy, and yeah. Is Gabby like bi now? Like, is she dating this girl? 'Cause they're like this. Bi? What's bi? Means like you like girls and guys. Girls and guys. You think she's with her? What? What, you'd have a problem if she was like that though? I mean, I have an issue with it because that's my ex-girlfriend. That's inappropriate to be dating my ex when you don't even like guys, when you don't even like girls like that. You know what I'm saying? But what, you have a problem that your daughter's like that? No, I don't have a problem with it. I just wasn't anticipating that. Yeah, well, maybe you should start anticipating it. Cause they post a lot of pictures on social media like they're a couple. It's sick. I dated that girl. Now, of course, I'm not supposed to be upset about that because then I'm the toxic one. But still, like, your brother's ex?
You know, for someone who told me to not call you, you call an awful lot.
Yeah, I know I said that, but I'm halfway across the country. I miss my daughter. Just wanted to check in on her, make sure she's okay.
Charlotte's fine. She's good. She's sleeping right now. Just fed her.
You sure about that? Nothing's happened. So I know, I'm not insinuating anything, but I know you have your ex-husband coming in and out of that house. Just want to make sure my daughter's okay.
Yes. Why would I lie? She's fine.
You know, Miranda, I really strive for us co-parenting Charlotte in a non-adversarial way. Meaning, you can always tell me anything, and I don't want us to be confrontational with one another. I don't want it to be the typical sharing custody situation where we hate each other's guts.
Yeah, and I agree. I've been through custody battles. I've co-parented. I've dealt with supervised visits, custody agreements. I don't want to have to do that all over again with someone else.
Okay? I just want to make it clear that at some point, you have to get past the fact that I abandoned you both. I know I did that, and it was horrible, but you can't. I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but it's going to be very difficult for us to co-parent if you hate me, or you're mad at me, or resent me, or something like that.
And I think that I have made progress on that. I haven't brought it up, and yeah, we're not best friends, but I'm not rude to you.
All right. So there's nothing happened with Charlotte. She's okay. No bruises or.
She's fine. And you know my history with like bruises and accusations. You were accused of that at one point. So for you to say that to me, it's kind of offensive.
Am I wrong for wondering that?
Yes, because Charlotte is under my care and I would never let anything happen to her outside of being kidnapped.
All right, well, I didn't mean to offend you, but I am uncomfortable with knowing that Joey's in that house, around her, holding her.
Well, you know, I don't know what to say to you, Brian. We're together. I don't know what you want from me.
Did he hold her?
I told you that I would not let him hold her.
Right. I know what you told me, but did you follow through with that? Or are you taking advantage of the fact that I'm in California?
This phone call is making me really uncomfortable right now, Brian.
Fine. I did call about something else, though. I feel bad that I'm here and she's there and I'm not helping and I'm not able to see her, but I do want to plan a business here and I do want to support my girlfriend. So while I'm here, and just moving forward, not even while I'm just here, I want to send you money for Charlotte.
I appreciate that, Brian, but we also agreed we weren't going to do like child support or any of that stuff. Like, I don't need the money.
Oh, we're not going through the courts or anything. I want to do the right thing and support my daughter. I understand that you don't need the money and you don't want me to and whatever, but it's my duty as a father in her life to be financially supporting her if I'm not going to see her for the majority of the week. Okay? Can I just do that?
All right, fine. If it's something you want to do, then we can do that.
Okay, I appreciate it. I want to be able to sleep at night as her dad. So I'll send you the money through an app so we can keep track of it if any of us need records or anything like that. I will send it to you every Friday, and I will send you $300 every single Friday.
No, Brian, $300 is way too much. I don't need that much. That's $1,200 a month. Off the record, we don't need to do that.
Well, I'd rather it be more than you need. Put it away for her. Do whatever you want with it. I just need to feel good as a dad. And also inflation, you know?
Are you sure? You want to do that?
Yeah. And I take back the not calling me thing. I was upset with how you treated my girlfriend and I apologize for that, but I think it's important that you keep me updated on my daughter. You know?
Well, thanks for taking that back, but don't take this the wrong way. I don't necessarily want to have phone calls with you. It's nothing against you, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I just don't want to have that type of relationship. I don't want to be enemies, but I don't want to have daily phone calls with you.
Okay, I understand that. And it's not me wanting to talk to you either. How about you just send me a text every now and then? Every couple days, just letting me know Charlotte's good. That's all I ask.
Okay, that works. I'm fine with that.
Alright. Goodbye, Miranda.